Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back and thanks for joining me again. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by and checking out the channel. It's been about a week since I uploaded anything on how I was doing health-wise, so I thought I was about due for another one of those videos. About a week ago, I posted a video saying how I was out running errands and I was just doing all kinds of stuff and it was way too much and I was exhausted, but I wasn't feeling really sick or anything. I was just really fatigued from the day, and probably anybody would have felt that way after doing all that walking and running around. And so I figured that was normal and why I was exhausted, and I figured I'd be okay, within the day or two. But I've noticed, especially over the last 2 or 3 days, that this last few days, probably since then, I've been really fatigued. And like the last 2 days, I was just exhausted and totally burnt, dealing with some serious fatigue and not wanting to get out of bed. It was really rough. Not being able to force myself to, get up and do some dishes, do some laundry, which I did anyways, which didn't help. Like I probably needed a rest, but life doesn't work that way. You can't just sit in bed for a week and not do anything. I've been talking about wanting to go back to work and not wanting to have to get on disability, and with the fatigue that I was dealing with, I was kind of starting to worry. Like I was feeling good for a while and feeling really positive about going back to work soon. And then these last few days, I was like, oh crap, was that just a brief feeling better? And here we go again. I'm gonna be sick all the time again, like I was, even though I haven't been doing that much. Because that day I was out running around doing a lot, but the last few days I've been sitting around doing nothing, and it seemed like each day I was more and more fatigued up until I don't really know where I stand with going back to work soon. I'm kind of feeling kind of negative about that. Like if it can just sneak up on you and be exhausted all the time again, or just doing a little bit is going to make me exhausted for a week. I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to have good days and bad days, but you can't just take a week off because you don't feel good. The jobs don't, they're understanding at my job, but not that understanding. I don't think anybody would be. One of my when it comes to work, one of my best attributes is I'm dependable and reliable. You need me there, I'm there. I'm definitely gonna be there when I'm supposed to be. And I can't stand people who call in sick all the time or don't even call in. But that's kind of the employee I have been lately because of my health, and it's frustrating. Not only on the people that you work with, but as for myself, like I don't like those qualities, and I don't want to be that kind of employee. So it gets really frustrating when you can't be the person you intend to be. So we'll see how it goes if I start feeling better more frequently or not. I actually am going to do a little bit of work. The graveyard guy or I actually am going to be going back to work for a couple of days a week, just briefly. I talked to my boss last night, and the guy that normally works 2 nights a week graveyard is going to have to take a couple of weeks off for this thing he's got going on. So I told him I'd do it because they're always good to me. So when they need me, even though I don't work there anymore, I'll still go in and help out. And besides, I could use a couple $100 a week for 2 weeks, especially when I haven't been making hardly any money. I've been broke as hell lately, and so that would be good for me. It would be nice to get a couple $100 here, a couple $100 there, or like 200 each week roughly. That'll help me out a lot. That'll help me get caught up in some stuff, get some stuff I need, and it'll also be a good test on whether or not I'm ready to go back to work, even part-time, like 1 or 2 days a week. Something I want to do, but I'm really not confident in being able to do. And I say, hey, I'm ready to come back to work 2 days a week or however many days, and then turn around and have to quit my job again because I'm feeling sick. Actually, a few months ago, I guess it's been a few months. It might have even been longer than that now. Actually, yeah, I'm sorry. As I'm remembering, as I'm speaking, I stopped working like the end of January this year, and a couple months before that, I had quit and was gone for 2 months. I was like, hey, I can't do it. My health is screwed up. I should start looking into disability. But was after about 2 months off, I was like, hey, I'm feeling a lot better. And turn around, and then I came back to work. Turn around like 2 months later, I was like, nope, I'm done. I can't do it again. And that's when I left at the end of January. First was going to leave at the end of December, but I wanted to give them more notice, so I worked up until the end of January. And so I don't want to go back and do that all over again and say, you know, because I've been off for a few months, turn around, work 2 months, and then what? I'll be like, oh, I gotta leave again because I'm really, really sick, and it's killing me to work here. You know, I'm a dependable person, and I'm not gonna set myself up to fail, and I'm not gonna set myself up to not be accountable, not be dependable. So this will be a good little test run. It's just, I'm going to work those 2 weeks. You know, and we'll see how I feel after that about whether or not I'm going to go back to work. It'd be great if I could do it and still feel okay, or, you know, maybe I'll be a little tired, go rest for a couple of days, and hopefully start feeling better enough to where, you know, a week later I can go back to work and see how that affects me again. And I don't know, I'll update you on that when that actually happens, how I feel working and all that. But back to how I'm feeling right now. Those last few days were pretty rough. I just did my best to stay in bed, kick back, relax, not do anything. I had some stuff to do around the house. That's just the way life works. Today, I was actually starting to feel a little better today, and I'm hoping that carries over till tomorrow and it kind of gets back on track to feeling better. We'll see how that goes. You know, this morning I woke up, I had a little more energy. I didn't feel so exhausted. I didn't have the fatigue as bad. So I hope that trend will continue. In the next couple of days, I'll start feeling better and better, because it usually is a few days bad, a few days good, a few days bad, a few days good. And I've been feeling pretty good for a while, so I guess I was due to have a few down days sooner or later. I'll keep you updated on how that is. And as far as these health updates, I always say, you know, I don't want to sit here and make a video every couple of days about how I don't feel good. So, you know, I'm trying to do other things with my channel, and I've been uploading some other videos. I think I'll update my health, you know, how I'm feeling about once a week. We'll see how that goes for a while. If that gets a little excessive, maybe I'll do it every other week or something. But thanks for stopping by and checking out the channel. I will keep you updated about how I'm feeling. I'll keep you updated on what happens when I go back to work for a couple days, and see how that goes and how that affects me. And let me repeat myself here. Thanks for stopping by, checking out the channel, and go ahead and give this a like if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate the subscribe. Go ahead and hit that button and the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.